Hey everyone, today we're going to be taking a look at a brand new LED light strip kit from a company called Govee. These are packed with some pretty cool features like Amazon Alexa and Google Home Assistant voice control support. Let's check it out. These light strips are currently available in two different sizes. There's a 16-foot version that I have here that sells for less than $30 US, but there's also a 32-foot version that sells on Amazon for about $45 US. Now both kits are exactly the same in terms of features, the only difference being the length. Now, despite this super colorful box that they show on the Amazon store page, these light strips actually just come in this little white generic looking cardboard box. There's nothing special here, and I mean, not that it really matters. I'm just saying I don't want you to get confused when you order them, get them home, and then realize that the box looks totally different than what you saw online. So let's get this box open and see what comes in the package. So right on top, we've got one of these little like thank you for buying our product type of cards. There's a user manual. Another kind of user manual, but it's a simplified version. It says key points of installation. It just shows you some little pictures on how to get them up and running quickly. Next, we have the light strips themselves, all wound up on a little plastic spool. There's a warning on here that says don't plug them in when they're on the spool, probably because they're gonna generate all kinds of heat and stuff like that. Next is a little plastic insert that does nothing. Some clips that you can use to sort of corner these if you're putting them around a TV or a desk or something like that. We'll take a look at those a little bit later. Here's the AC power adapter. It's white in color. It looks pretty cool and clean. And finally, we have the control box. There's a power button, something to cycle through different colors and to adjust the brightness as well, and some connections here that connect to the strips themselves. And finally, actually, there's one last thing here. It's the alcohol prep pad. So they give you this so that you can clean the surface before you stick the adhesive tape on the back of the strips or on those clips, just so that they will hold on and not let go on you from any kind of dirt or whatever that might be on your surface. To get the light strips turned on, you just plug in the AC power adapter that came in the package, and then you got to connect this little control box. It's just a simple plug connection that goes together, very simple. And then this other end here with the 4-pin RGB header is what connects to the strips themselves. So let's go ahead and unravel these, kind of how the package suggests, so that we don't start a fire. With the light strips now removed from the spool, you just have to find the 4-pin power connection and insert it into the power control box. And there's a little clip here that makes sure it locks together so it doesn't come undone on you, which is actually something that I found happened a lot with some other RGB strips that I looked at in the past. So it's nice to see that connection will be nice and strong. So like I said before, there's a simple control box that you can use to just manually change the settings, well, some of the settings anyway. So right at the top, there's a toggle switch. You can just go on and off. The next button should cycle through the colors. And the bottom button is a brightness and also music control option. This is supposed to adjust the brightness, and also you should be able to make it sync up to music and blink and stuff like that. It's clearly working right now and reacting to my voice. Reacting to my voice. Yeah, totally works. So I think most people are going to be interested in the smartphone app control for these light strips and also the Google Home Assistant and Amazon Alexa voice control support. So let's check out those things right now. The smartphone app that you need to download is called Govee Home, and it works for both Android and Apple systems. So go ahead and search for that, download it, and get it installed. Once you log into the app, you're gonna need to add the light strips. To do that, you need an account, and you also need to know the model number of the light strips that you purchased. These ones are called H6159. So once you have an account set up, you can just click on the plus sign at the top of the app, and then scroll down through all of the lighting products until you find the model that you have. So here's 6159 right here, so I'm gonna click on that. There we are right there, there's the strip. So if I click on that, it should say connecting to the app, which it does, and click done. Next thing it does is it's gonna pull up your Wi-Fi network so that you can connect. Go ahead and find your network and then enter your password and click done. But keep in mind, this does not support 5 gigahertz Wi-Fi network, so you're gonna need to find your 2.4 gigahertz band and connect to that one. Now that the light strips are all set up and synced up with the app, let's explore a little bit and see what we can do. So one of the first settings on here is music. So if you click on that, I mean, you can already see them moving to the sound of my voice. There's a microphone built into the receiver here. So that's gonna pick up any music or any sounds or anything, and it'll kind of blink and move to the music. Pretty standard stuff there. You can adjust the brightness as well with this little slider, if they're too bright or not bright enough for you. The color tab, you can basically select any color that you want. There's red, orange, yellow, green, blue. You can kind of go through that way, but you can also mess around with things just by adjusting these slider bars here. You can see how easy it is to change things this way. You can also open a color wheel and pick colors that way. different saturations, all the way across the spectrum. I believe this is a 16.7 million color RGB setup. So there's a lot of different options to choose from here. The next we have scene modes. These are some pre-programmed scenes that we've seen on a lot of other light strips. The app also has a DIY tab that'll allow you to customize the effects, at least to some extent. So if we open that up, we can give it a name. Let's just call it effect number 1 for now. Smart color picking, we can add what colors we want it to cycle through. So let's do some red, blue, and how about some green, and we'll adjust the speed so that it'll be nice and quick color changing, and then click apply, and there we go. So we made our own custom effect, and that'll just kind of play through that way. And you can add multiple custom effects just by clicking the plus sign up here and doing the same sort of thing and configuring whatever you want there. Now, if we go back to the main screen, there's also an option to configure a timer that'll automatically turn the lights on and off. So there's some pretty cool options here, a lot of different effects, and having that music capability is also pretty cool. I use Amazon Alexa in my house, so I'm gonna go ahead and show you how to get these light strips set up with that right now. So I'm gonna launch my Alexa app on my phone and go over to Devices, and then right at the bottom it says your smart home skills. If I open that up and then click Enable some skills at the bottom, I should be able to search and find the Govee Home light strips that I have right here. So let's type that in. So there it is right there. Here's the Govee Home skill. We'll click on that, enable to use, and then it's gonna ask you to enter your username and password that you just set up for your Govee Home app, unless you already had it set up. So go ahead and log into that now. And that's it. Now the app tells us Govee Home has been successfully linked. So we can close this and go find our light strip now. So now from the main devices page in the Alexa app, if I click the plus sign, I should be able to say add device, and then a light, other, and then discover devices. And then it shows you right at the top that Alexa has found our light device. We're gonna click setup. I'm gonna add my light strips to a group so that I can control them with other stuff that's in the group if I want to. So I'm gonna hit choose group. I'm just gonna make something up here. I'm just gonna throw them in kitchen for now, even though that's not where they are. So I'm gonna click add to group, and then it says that it's been confirmed. Click continue and click done. So now using Alexa, I should be able to control these lights using voice command. Let's go ahead and test it now. Alexa, turn off the kitchen lights. Alexa, turn on the kitchen lights. Alexa, change the color of the kitchen lights to blue. There you go, it's as simple as that. So now you can control these with the control box, with the app, or with voice commands using Amazon Alexa. I just want to mention a couple more things regarding installation before we end this video. So these clips that come in the package with the light strips, they have some 3M tape on the back. If you peel that off, it really is quite sticky. So you can use these on the back of a TV or something like that when you're setting them up and you need to go around a corner. If you put a clip here and a clip here, it should help kind of keep that rectangular shape that you need rather than trying to just use the adhesive backing on the back of the strips. I haven't really tested this out, but all of the light strips that I've used in the past, what'll happen is this adhesive backing on its own will stick to the back of your monitor, your TV, your desk, whatever you're using, but over time it weakens and then it eventually lets go. So what I always recommend is using some separate 3M command clips, and I'll link them down in the description if you want to buy those. They're relatively cheap and they do a much better job at holding these. But these clips that do come in the package will make a difference for something like using corners and stuff like that around TVs and monitors. So give those a try first if you don't want to spend any extra money to get them set up. These RGB LED light strips from Govee really are the whole package. They have so many options for control, from the manual control box to the smartphone app to voice control commands with Amazon Alexa and Google Home Assistant. They really offer everything you should need with an RGB LED light strip. I'm gonna put the purchasing links down in the description. They're under $30 US for the 16-foot version that I have here, but there's also a 32-foot version for about $45 US. So make sure you check those out if you're looking for some new RGB LED light strips with a ton of different options for control and some pretty awesome looking lighting effects. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and share, and we'll see you in the next video.